Hello, welcome back. This game's very good about putting me exactly where I left off. Last time I finished the line area and all the supplemental activities contained in there. We got just 2 more lights to light up here. I'm not going to mess with this right at the moment. I want to go back to the first area I ever visited. Oh hey, you know what else just occurred to me? There was a secret that I found a little while ago behind a waterfall down... not this way, this is the intro section. Anyway, down there somewhere. I think this is the waterfall it was behind. I need to not forget about that, because I probably have all the knowledge I need for that at this point. Okay, if museum goes quickly, and it is like 2/3 done, maybe. Maybe. If it goes quickly, then we can check that out. I also have a guess for what this might mean. And I want to just take a super quick look at that before I get stuck in here. There's also... is there information I still need here? This was complete. That was those bottles. Whoa. Having a little trouble focusing on things, it seems. Here, there are those windows. I want to look at the one thing, then I'll come back here and finish the things with the symbols that I needed to know about. Oh, that's wall. I can't walk through that. My idea about this is not holding up at all. Alright, well, let's not worry about it right now. So, I'll figure that out sometime. Maybe I need to do the center puzzle to understand what it is that those are asking me. So, museum first floor, I think. That's where I'm going. Right here. Alright, so these are dominoes. You want isolation here and that. And there's another domino there. That's a 3. Okay, if that's a 3, then... well, I can just add these together. If I can isolate... that should work. Because those two add up to a 3. That's just is a 3. And those split apart. There we go. Okay, cool. Alright, so observation plus symbols. Back here, right, so we got rotated lines, road signs. That looks a little more advanced. Let's do some slightly more basic stuff here. Black 2 domino. Those pupils are 1s, I think. So 3, 3, different orientation. Okay, so that's a 3, that's a 3. Here, that's a 3, that's a 3, that's a 1, that's a 3, that's a 2, that's a 1, that's a 1. But both of those 1s are black. Alright, let's say black is off. So those are fulfilled, that's fulfilled. These need to be 3s. I could do it like this to fulfill them. This 3 needs some form of isolation, which I could do something like this. Then that's a 2, then I could do something like this, and that should do it. It did. Great. Okay. Nice and easy when I know what I'm doing. Alright, owl with funny domino pupils. Okay, so we got... there are no purple petals here. That's weird. Okay, so if I leave this off... it's going to be unsatisfied. Oh, geez. Okay, this one might be hard. Okay, this is a 2. Alright, so if this were off... so this is actually the first time I've seen flowers with fewer than 4 petals. I'm not sure whether to take this as 2 orange, 2 purple, or 2 orange and nothing else. Does it make a difference? I think it probably doesn't. I think that's essentially the same thing. Well, it might depend on the state of the cell. Because if it's on, then it wants to see 2 adjacent ons. Right now it sees 0. So like that would satisfy you. If it's off... and there are no purple petals, then it doesn't care about anything. Or, if I do interpret this as 2 purple petals, then it wants to see 2 that are on next to it. It currently sees 1 because of the edge. So it's either that, or something like that. Okay. So you If you are on, you don't care about anything. If you are off, I would have to do this. If I did that, how's compatibility with you? That would mean you're on, that would mean you want to see 2 others, so you would have to have this then? Which is valid for the 2 that is here. No, it's not. That makes 4. Okay. Wait, hang on, but I can turn this on, and it doesn't care about what it sees. Okay. So let's say that's on. Am I doing my flower rule right? I think I am. I don't know about you yet. If you are off, then this is required. If you are off, then you don't really care. Ooh, having to make some real guesswork here. This one is pretty advanced, I'm gonna say. I'll make one attempt at this. If it doesn't go well, maybe I'll move on. As long as you're off, you won't care. Is that true for all of these? And it's not already satisfied. Let's presume that a lack of orange petals means purple petals. Blah, so what does that even mean? That means you need 2 that are next to you that are off. Which is incompatible with other things. Oh, hold up. This one's a nightmare. I'm gonna come back to that later. Alright, so 3 rhombuses and 3 things that are... Is that a domino? Or is it just a red thing? If it's just a red thing, then I could do this. I think that's probably a domino. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. You need 1 more. But that's too many for the rhombus. Okay. Let's satisfy a 3 this way, and a rhombus. Okay? I'll satisfy a 3 this way, I'll satisfy a 3 this way. And then... I think... Oh, no, I'm gonna have to do this differently. So I can pair up to 1, 3 with any given rhombus. So like the bottom part of this is satisfied now, assuming these count as domino faces. They probably do? I think I probably want to pair... Well, if I pair one of these, I gotta pair both of them. And I can't do this. So this would imply... things. This would imply those are isolated from all of these. Which I can make work like that, right? Because then I have these 2 rhombuses paired here and here. Just an extra spot because it's an extra spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Yes. 1, 2, 3 for you. 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 There we go. Neat. Okay. So, numerals count as domino faces. Owl, you look like a problem. I'm gonna hope I see other partial flowers before I mess with that. I did this. I don't see any other partial flowers here. Okay, so, this is a 2, this is a 1, this is a 2. That's white rhombus, that's white rhombus. There's nothing else white here. The snow of the snowman presumably doesn't count. I barely can see those markings. Okay, so to get to 5, I could just do this. And the dominoes would be satisfied. Then you 2 pairing together are satisfied, and that's actually it. It's not? Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1, 2. White, white, partitioned, white, white. Oh, that's not connected. Okay, can I... Well, I can split these. I'm going to have to do a different thing here too, though, because that's still splitting those. Yeah, so these here... Okay, yeah, this diagonal line down the middle, like, you're satisfied, and that's fine. I can add another here and subtract this, and I think it's happy? Yes, okay, great. Works. Alright, so you. What was it I was attempting there? I don't even know. Oh dear, those are all lines, aren't they? What? Hold on. What's a line and what's not? These are clearly in between cells. I'm gonna say it's just the isolated ones, so those are horizontal lines, those are diagonal lines, these are nothing, and these are nothing. Let's use that as a working theory, because that intersects with the, this. Okay, so we got yellow rhombus here. So that would imply something impossible. So I'm gonna have to do something different then. You will have to pair with what now? Wait, hold on. If I do this, then that's an impossible shape. But you have to pair with at least one of these. How can you pair in such a way that... Ah, like this. Because then I can have you inverted. I guess I'm forced to do this, then? Yeah, okay, so origin is here, shape is that. This rhombus pairs with that. This rhombus pairs with that horizontal line. Other horizontal line, origin is here, draws this shape. Okay, so that works. So this white line has that. Origin at an edge. You are this one, which does need to pair with this thingy. That works. And then all I need is an edge here that rotates like that, and I think it's done. Okay, what's wrong? Chirality? Probably chirality. If chirality, not just chirality. Oh, this chirality? Well, but then that's a problem. Okay, hold up. So... surely this is not a yellow diagonal line. Surely. Like, well, this one, no, it's too long. Like, it's the short line segments. That's just background art. I don't like the ambiguity. Okay, so... right, it's not just at either edge. These two shapes are not the same shape. Those two shapes are the same shape rotated. But they open up a channel here that must not be open. Now I can change... oh, okay, I can put that on the elbow instead of the other part. That works better. It leaves you unconnected to anything, though, and that's definitely a problem. So I cannot do this, right? For multiple reasons. So yeah, right now I have an unconnected rhombus that I'm pretty sure needs to join with this. To join those, I need this on an edge. Okay, so if I did that... had you here. Like, I want to do... maybe I can get away with that if I... no, then that opens you up to... can I invert? No. Because I already need different colors for the... maybe I've evaluated this portion wrong. So neither of these can be the one-by-one shape, because both of them need to absorb a rhombus alongside the other stuff. Currently, the only problem with this setup is that this shape right here is in the wrong chirality. The rhombus doesn't have to... No, the rhombus does have to join in a special way because I'm making a shape with it. Like, everything's valid if I could just do this, but maintain the partitioning between here and here. I can do that without changing anything else. But that would mean you would need to bleed down into here, and then that connects to this shape, which is no good. So it is... well, it's a lot that's unhappy there. Okay. So there's like two different ways I can make this little elbow with... oh, hang on. No, I do need something that at least contains a diagonal split for these two to get together. Like, I need something that's both different on the x and the y-axis here. Like, I need this, but those to be joined. This is the way that's intuitive. I don't think there's a way I can make... no, there's... so for that shape to be made with this origin point, it's either this, which I can't do, or this, which I can't do, or some stuff involving cells out here which don't exist. So I really want this. And I can't make this a full square, right? Or can I? No. Okay, I backed myself into a corner. Do I need to just, like, restart here and rethink things? This is the largest shape it seems like I can make with what I have. I guess I could do that, but then that includes both of these. Okay, how do I escape this circumstance? Maybe I made an error at the very start. What if I try inverting? Does anything work better with this the other way around? Why would it? What difference would that make? That'll make no difference. It'll just be the same circumstance, just the other way around. I don't know, maybe I'll see something that I didn't see before. Wait, hang on. This looks different. Okay, right, so you'd have to do that. And then I end up with... yeah, it's the same thing, just inverted, you know? Fill those in, and it's exactly the same thing, just inverted. No difference. Okay. So somehow I backed myself into a corner. Where did I go wrong? Let's try and resolve the whites before messing with the yellows. So my issue is I need this rhombus presumably to get together with this line because they're nice and close together. Otherwise I'm going to have to cover a lot of ground, and that sounds problematic. So you'd need to get together with another line. You'd need at minimum 5 there, or 5 here. That seems terrible. So I can do a 3 like this, a 3 like that, or a 4. 4 is nice and convenient because that can just go anywhere however. But I have the same story over here, where I need a 3 and a... Like, I can't paint more there because that extends this shape. These lines of different colors cannot share the same something, the same partition. Is there any way I could conceive of doing this rhombus with that line? No, that's provably impossible, because to get these together would require a leftward protrusion with an origin point of this. This is on the left side, so therefore that's just straight up impossible. So I know for sure this rhombus is going together with this line. Okay? Cool. So I don't have to go down that other line of reasoning. So that's one way, that's another way. This would imply that for proper partitioning, which would imply this, which implies things I don't like for this symbol. So then I have this nice little space I can isolate here. Yes. And then the rotation of that shape is either, let's see what this here is, either, you know, this, or wait. Yeah, so that. Okay, yeah, so all of that is good except for the leak in this shape right here. So how do I plug up that leak? I want to put a thing here, but I can't. I can't invert this and make it work. So I run into the same issue. I'm just back where I was. Extending this shape has a whole host of problems. I definitely cannot extend that shape downward. There's no way that's going to work. So having this off is illegal. But there's no way to make that work. This is the only way. Like this is just what it has to be for you to get together with those constraints. The origin point is the same. It's at the tip here. I have no yellow rotation. But if it's exactly that shape, then I can't resolve this. Okay, so I need to like back up several steps to get out of this conflict. Okay, am I sure that what I'm saying is accurate? You have two different options. You can be on the elbow, which is bad for getting these two together. So I don't think I like it. Or you can be on the edge. Which just comes up with the orientation problem here, once again. It's this shape here, because that's the rotation of that. Can I extend this somehow and get something done? Well, what extension would do anything? Nothing would do anything. So no. And extending here is practically impossible. Am I making a symmetrical shape that actually contains two of these? I doubt it. I need a third color here that will neither join with this nor with that, but will partition those apart. But I don't have a third color. Let me check something. Why did I think squares here were impossible? Now that I look at it, I'm not so convinced. So ignoring the whites for a moment. Like, that's fine for everything yellow. There's nothing at all wrong with that. So then on top of this, can I resolve white things? You are now part of that shape. So if you are going over there... That's impossible for this. No, it's not. No, that's valid. Wait, hold on. Does this just do it? Yes. Okay. Okay. So it resolved when I made this a square. Somehow I had pruned that line of thinking, but it turned out that it worked just fine. Okay. Ugh. These are mostly hard because of the lack of feedback, but I mean, there are other things too. Just that extra layer of uncertainty. Yeah, What I hate about this is it's the first ever example of a flower with no purple petals. And there's no feedback. Like, those two things together just don't work for me. Can I find another flower with no petals to test how that works rather than do that? Because again, like, why? Why does the flower have no purple petals? Like, you're changing the rule, but I need to... Like, nothing here is a flower. This one's solved somehow. That was the window panes, right, okay. What was this? 6 by 2. Okay, what is 6 by 2? Something that is 6 by 2, and also this is... Who knows? I don't. 6 by 2. A pattern in the bricks somewhere? I don't see any of those. The entire mansion itself somehow? These barrels? The rooms? This room has somewhere close to the right aspect ratio. Are these dominoes? They're not distinctly grid aligned, but I am noticing those little nubs there that make what looks like a domino thing. And like, this would appear... Oh, hang on. 1, 2... 2, 3, 4... Okay, this is the 6 by 2, I think. What is it, though? None of these look like symbols I recognize, but is it just empty ones are off, ones with any bottles of wine are on? Maybe that's it. So all on except for 2, 3, and 6 in the top row? That's plausible. And that's not it. Other way around? That's not it. Did I get that right? Yeah. And then it's kind of split apart by this. So all red's over here. Mostly greens in this section. Mixed here, red's nothing. Ugh. I don't like this. This is like going deep into guessing game territory. And then there's this floor. For this, I wonder if maybe I need to try that other puzzle toward the hub to, for something to happen. Well, there was some feedback. It does say it's unhappy about that line. Do I do both of these at once? I don't. It's one or the other. Okay, so maybe I need to do that other section to understand this. That's certainly possible. Well, I saved the worst zone for last. Well, no I didn't. This is not last. There's a whole bunch of other stuff, but... Oh, this is... rather unenjoyable. What do you connect to? This? What is this? It's a table with something inscrutable on it, like a little model house or something? Oh, is it a model of the... Yeah, okay, it's a model of the house that I'm in. Kinda. Ah, lit up top floor, lit up middle floor, unlit ground floor, unlit basement, because I have stuff to resolve on those floors yet. Okay, so owl with type of flower that's never been seen before. And perhaps only exists here. So rude. Is the only thing wrong on this floor. I mean, okay. Like, it's one thing or the other, right? Like, it's either these count as purple petals, the missing ones, or they don't, right? It's one thing or the other, so I should be able to resolve this. This is a 2, right? That's totally a 2. What else could that be? Well, it could be 2 orange petals. The color's kind of close, but no, that's clearly domino-shaped. Okay, so what's going on down here? Right now, you are satisfied if nothing near you is on. You see 1 near you as on, you want to see 2 more. You see 1 near you as on, you want to see 2 more. Okay, so bottom half of that should be satisfied if absence of petal counts as purple petal. You, being the same as those, if I turned you on, you'd be happy with that. So let's say I did that. You cannot be satisfied off. Because while off, you want to see... Or sorry, yes you can if I do this. Because you see that is on. So 4 purples means 4 adjacent ons. But then there's like this big snarl up here. So if I turned you on, you'd be satisfied as you are. This is a 2, so I already have a conflict. I can't go in any direction without picking up more than 1. And then you. You are unhappy because you are seeing 2 on states too many. Okay, so alternate for that purple flower would be to turn it on. Then it just wants to see 4 offs. If I left you off, you would want to see that, which is valid, but then again, I have that ongoing problem. Do I? Hold up. No, that's no good. Is it? I don't know, it's not going to tell me about it. Okay, is this the only way to solve the bottom half, or do I have an alternative? If I turned this on, you would have to have that. It would turn those on, which would mean you would need this. Okay, it's one of those or the other. So, either way. Assuming the rule is absence of petal is purple petal. Yet another edge case for this extremely edge casey element already. Okay. So yeah, the flower as an element does not invert symmetrically. That's kind of its special property, I guess. Okay. So yeah. Currently, you would need to see 2 others other than what you're seeing. So you'd either need that, or, if you were on, 1 other. Okay, so this, or this, or this. Those are the 3 possibilities for you. Okay, so 3 possibilities for you. Because I can't touch this one, because that's under the influence of that pedal. And the one that you see because you're lit up is this one. Okay, this domino here is just like wrecking everything, being all in the way. I don't suppose I could like do that. Make like a little ankh shape there. Because that isolates the two. Okay, so what does it do for the rest of these? You are off, therefore you want to see all ons, which you do. You are on, therefore you either don't care or want to see like everything off. You're on, so you want to see one other, so no, you would need this? I mean, it's not satisfied, of course. Why would it be? Like, you're happy. No, you need one more. But then that ruins the... Okay, so... This 2 domino, assuming that's what that is. It probably is. Like, what else could that be? 2 orange petals? I don't think it is. Did any of these others have mixed elements? Yes, rhombus and line here. Rhombus and domino here. But like, obscured domino. Okay. So right, the conflict between those, and right, yeah, so all these contiguous things right here. So domino needs 2... This is either this, or this, or this, or this. Or this. Like, there's not a lot else it can be. It has to extend outward in one of the orthogonal directions without becoming contiguous with something else. If that, then you want to see more, and therefore that conflicts with... Okay, so these two are currently getting along. You see everything you want to see. You see everything you want to see. In this configuration, this must be off, and this must be off because that would become contiguous with those. So that would imply this shape. But that shape is not accepted because of this purple flower? Maybe? Is that the reason? And also you are unsatisfied. Okay, so how do I resolve this conflict? Just in isolation. Forget about everything else. This probably won't touch the bottom. So you want to see 2. You want to see what? What are your possibilities? If you are off, then you would want this. No, sorry. No, you wouldn't. You'd want one thing that you touch to be on. That's valid for you. Okay, so if you were on, you would want 0 things you touch to be on. If you were off, you'd want everything you touch to be on. So then that leads to that. So you're off, you want to see... But then the conflict between these. Okay, so once again, domino and this pedal. Do they have to be different? If they are the same, and are both on, you are currently unsatisfied because you would have to see one other which would add to the domino, which is impossible. If you were off, if we partitioned this way, you're seeing 3 on, which is too many. Okay, so those have to be different colors. Okay, so I know I'm not extending the domino upward. It's left, right, or down. If I extend left and it is on, you are currently satisfied, you can never be, right? Okay, so let's resolve the conflict between these two then. So it's like these three that are killing me here. This one feels a little easier somehow to incorporate. It's these three. So if this is on, it's going one of these directions. I don't know which yet. Not this one. I do know that, because I can't turn you on. You would want to see 0 active neighbors. Unless I'm partitioning you in the dark, and therefore this is on. But then I'm not extending to there. Okay, so I have shown these two must be opposites, and these two must be opposites. At least that's how it seems to be working out. So it's either this or this. Now, between those two, can I learn anything? Currently, you are unsatisfied because you need... Wait, hang on. Okay, so when you're off, you would seem to need that. If you're off, you need that. If you are on, you need this. And that's valid. With you being off, you need this, which invalidates this one. Ah. Interesting conflict. So again, if you're on, that has to be off. Which again, for different states means you are on. You can propagate down or left, maybe. You, if you're on, are invalid. So you'd have to be off, this would have to be on, this would have to go down. I'm just drawing this shape again. Which was wrong, right? Do I have my bottom part wrong? Or is the rule different because this is a symbol I've never seen before? I don't know, I'm getting no feedback about it. This is no good. Either this puzzle is bad or I'm missing information. Let's take it on good faith that the puzzle is fine, but I'm missing information. Alright, I'm gonna go elsewhere. Periodic reminder. I do not use or desire hints for any game that I play. So if you've typed a comment containing a hint, I'm not gonna read it. Just so you know. So anyway, let's assume the puzzle is fine, and that I'm missing information. I look elsewhere for information, and come back to this later. Just out of curiosity, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I don't think I want to do 24,000 possibilities. Sorry, 240,000 possibilities of brute force and change. 250,000? How much is that? It's a lot. It's too many. So, no, not brute forceable. Okay, well, I guess I'll focus on this area next time, and maybe something I learn here will help me understand how to do these. But yeah, we're kind of getting down to the dregs here. No petalless flowers here. Yeah, I can also do this puzzle. This one looks like a lot more fun. But I don't know. I feel like I should do this, and this might open up like another whole zone. And then there's the waterfall secret. Hold on. So what are the symbols involved in the waterfall secret? There was something I didn't know at the time that I first saw it. No petalless flowers. All those flowers have all 4 of their petals. That looks flowery, though. Maybe that'll tell me something about flowers. Alright, maybe I should do this next time. That sounds like fun. Because I think I have all the knowledge. Unless it secretly involves something that's part of the whatever up there. Okay, well, got some choices before I have to come face to face with this terrible, mean owl here. Again, but okay. So I'll try some other stuff and we'll see what happens.